You know what the Lego City's really missing, folks? Train stations. Because we are now at the point where we've got all this lovely train track going around the bottom level of the city. We haven't quite done it to the top level of the city yet, although as you can see, I have now added the bookstore modular and there are people moving into the house next door. So continual progress on the Lego City, but we have all this train track and the only station we've got is this little tiny platform that came with the train, and that will never do. Now, of course, those of you with your ears to the ground will know that as part of the Bricklink Designer Programme, there is a very cool train station that's going to be available to pre-order from early June, but that won't get here until December, and I need solutions in the meantime, which is where this set comes in. I've shown you this before when it first arrived, and I've just been waiting for an opportunity to get it set up and get it into the city. This is the CaDA London Underground set, so not official Lego, but also not like rip-off copy Lego. It's just an alternative brand of building blocks, all built with their own blocks, but also to their own design. And as you can see, it is the closest thing I've ever seen to a Lego set based on a London Underground station. It's a very cool box as well. Lovely embossed frontage on the box. And when you open the box up, you have this really cool London Underground sign that appears, obviously just underground, can't be London Underground. That would probably have copyright implications. But we can see from the back of the box all of the stuff that this set should include. But let's not look at it on the box. Let's have a look at it in person. Because here is the finished version of the set. And look how cool it is. Comes with the light kit, as you can see as well. So this is going to be one set that I'm not going to need to go and add third-party lights to after the event. And it really shows just what good value you can get on some of these third-party, not Lego sets, because this entire set I paid £65 for brand new, including the light kit. For the modulars that we've got in the city at the moment, you can expect to sometimes pay up to that kind of amount just for the light kits, not for any of the Lego. So it's a really good value set. The lighting runs on USB as well. So I've got a little USB battery pack just plugged in onto the back of it. Obviously, you could plug it into a USB plug if you weren't waving it around in front of a camera as well. And that's likely to be what we do with it in the city long term. Maybe even put it on a timer. But I don't know if you can also see the little turnstile barriers in there. If we zoom in nice and close, we've got a little twisty thing on the back that actually makes those open and close. It looks like one of them's fallen off, actually. We need to do some repairs. One of them has fallen off. I've just made a TikTok with this and obviously been a little rough with it. Let me just apply some repairs. And in fact, now we've got the top off, it does allow me to show you some of these cool little interactive features in a little bit more detail. So you can have a proper look at the little barriers opening and closing. That one wants to fall off. I've not done this right at all. Now, let's try that again. Maybe this is one of the downsides to the third-party Lego. I did notice as I was assembling it, I got one piece that, as you can see, wasn't really usable. It is a brand new set, but that piece, obviously not quite got the Lego quality control. It wasn't essential, it was just part of the roof, so I just swapped it out with another piece. But yeah, there are a couple of things that aren't necessarily perfect, but you know what, for £65, I'm still delighted with the set. Another of the really cool features is the ticket machine that we've got in there. So you can see we've got a little, some money. If we push the money into the ticket machine, a little ticket comes out, which I think is a really cool feature. And then also you can see we've got a little escalator in the back there that goes down into the depths of the underground. Obviously not a working escalator, but very cool all the same. We've got this little storeroom around the back, which is basically an area where we can keep the electronic bits and bobs. And then around the front, you can see we've got this little news agents that also leads into that back room, and then a door here, which opens up to a staircase. And then the staircase leads up to this really cool coffee shop / bar, which is, I mean, it is cool. It's very nice. None of these are printed pieces. There was a lot of stickers on this set. I think it was about 30 stickers. We've got a piano in here as well, little tables and chairs for people to sit at and consume their beverages. And we even have a little lavatory in there as well. So it's fair to say that I think this set is great. It is quite thick on the bottom, and that's to fit in all of the gears and things that make the little turnstiles open and close. And I'm a little bit concerned with that base, which is effectively 6 base plate or 6 plates thick. It's much thicker than a Mills plate, which isn't the end of the world based on where I'm going to put it, but might mean that it doesn't quite fit in the gap that I have earmarked for it. So as fun as the turnstile thing is, we might have to rip it out, or at least rip the mechanism out, just to make it a little bit lower to fit where I want it to go. Let me show you where I want to put this in the city. So my plan is for it to go in this gap here, behind where we've got our little food court at the moment, and basically sit underneath the raised platform and just have the frontage of it kind of poking out. So I think we're going to have to remove the air conditioner thing from the top of it. That's certainly not going to fit. And like I say, might have to lower it down a little bit. But then it can fit in there. And obviously we know we've got the little escalator in there. And it will effectively, long term, become a way to transfer from the tram line down to the underground, and then we'll also put a staircase in. We'll have another train station up there for the line that's going to run on the top level, and we'll basically have this whole area here as a paved off area with 3 stations across 2 different levels, one of them underneath the raised platform, a little courtyard area, still with food trucks and things in there, and maybe even somewhere to park cars around the back there. I'm considering having a little car park back there, and just have this as a kind of little transport intersection hub thing. But that idea only works if we can fit the underground station under here. So we need to move this stuff out and see if it will fit without me having to fiddle with it at all. Fingers crossed. Oh, folks, we might have to re-record the whole start of the video so I can pretend this was all custom planned and was always the plan from the word go. Look at this. That could not fit any better. It just slides in perfectly to go exactly where I wanted it to go. Now, obviously, we're going to have to build around it and sort out a way to kind of integrate the plate, the base of that into the rest of this area. This whole area could potentially be a little bit more raised up like that. We could maybe put in a short, some steps leading up to it, or something like steps and a ramp, maybe even. Probably need to pull out the base plate from under there as well, because at the moment it is just sat on top of a base plate into the side of the round. But the important thing from the word go there is that it fits. And I genuinely thought one of the reasons I've delayed building this is because I was so convinced I was going to have to modify it and it was going to be a big job. I should have just got a tape measure out, because that is, I mean, it couldn't be any more perfect. If you now imagine the retaining walls going either side of it, a tunnel there, maybe leading round to that car park that I mentioned before. You can see we've got our little solar charger there as well for this car to charge up on. But that's perfect. That is, I am flabbergasted at how perfect that is. Right, I've kind of rammed it in and attached it to that base plate that's in there. I think what I need to do is get some more grey base plates to replace these green ones and have this whole area grey. Up, I was going to say up on Mills plates. The problem with putting it up on Mills plates is the train tracks can't go up on Mills plates because they need to stay level with the way they are in the road bits. So this bit needs to stay low. So I'm thinking this whole area maybe isn't going to be on a Mills plate. We'll put some kind of staircase in that goes up there. I've just now ordered some of the large grey base plates, because then this whole corner area of the train can just be on one base plate rather than across 3 in an L shape. And we could maybe just put like 2 or 3 of them lined up along there, and then decorate the whole area, get some paving on it, maybe figure out how we start to get a staircase up to the top level and a bit of retaining wall in, and really focus on getting this area set up so that we can have that train station, the staircase up to the top one. I think the Bricklink Designer Program one, when that eventually comes out later in the year, will go on that top level. And then just here will either be the tram stops that come with the tram set that comes out in August, or I do have this set, which I might put in now, so that we've got a little bit of a proper train station rather than just that rubbish little platform. And we also get a bus. We don't have any buses in the city yet, and I do like the idea of having a bus. And also, how could we not want a level crossing? So I think this set is going to go in as well. And then once we've got that in and the big grey plates in, we can get the food trucks back in. They might not all fit in there. And then this area is getting close to finished, and we can finally move into this area where you can see we've got little bits of beach stuff in, but we have a lot of theme park and beach stuff to go into here. And then we're getting very close. We're getting very close to being done. I have ordered a new police station modular. The one that I ordered before got lost by Yodel, but that is on its way. So that will be another modular for the top level. Then we've maybe got room for 2 more. I have the Sesame Street rebrickable that I want to do and get that up there. I have the Cozy House rebrickable that I want to get up there as well, plus that police station. Then that top level is going to be full as well. And then we're almost done with version 1 of the city. We are getting close, but worry not. There are plans to continue the expansion, and that will probably be what the next video will be, unless I actually finally make the video where I sort through all this bulk Lego. It's coming, I promise you. Just the idea of sorting through bulk Lego doesn't appeal to me as much as I thought it would. But I do have plans for sorting out this end of the room, which at the moment is becoming quite the junk pile, but the plans are coming together. I now have brackets that will allow me to put a TV screen on that wall and move these lights onto the wall, move the camera onto the wall, and the microphone can then kind of come out from where the wall is as well. And then we're going to lose this old white Argos table that's just attracting junk. I don't want a junk table in here, so let's get rid of it. Some of this stuff can actually be properly put away. You can see there's remnants of previous videos in there. This desk is then going to turn around and face the wall so that it's got the TV screen effectively acting as a monitor for when I'm streaming or editing in here. And then this end of the room, most of this is going to be going underneath the Lego City. We're then getting 2 more tables in there so that we go L-shaped. There's going to be a filing cabinet coming as well to put all the instructions in, because again, you can see we've got so many loose instruction books, but I have a little 2-story filing cabinet that's coming to put those in as well. And then we can start on phase 2, which allows me to then get more buildings in again, because there's still loads more buildings that I want to get in. I've even toyed with the idea of this whole shelf at the top here just being for modular buildings as well, because I am very conscious that I'm going to run out of space soon, but I just need a bigger house. Do we need a kitchen in our house? I don't know that we need a kitchen. So as much as I would love to show you that area completely finished on this video, I'm not going to be able to, because I now need to wait for those base plates to arrive. I'm forever waiting for stuff to arrive from Lego. This is the issue with me living over an hour from my nearest Lego store. I can't just grab stuff on a Monday afternoon when I decide I need stuff. So we're waiting for those base plates to come. In the meantime, I'll probably assemble this set, and then in the next video, whatever it is, whether it's me completely rearranging the room or sorting the bulk or something else, fiddling in the city to do with, hopefully as part of that, I should be able to show you what we've done with those big base plates, and maybe even have made a start on the retaining wall, because I do have another box of pick-a-brick down that end of the room somewhere that is full of parts that I need for my initial plan for how the retaining walls are going to work. So these videos in the Lego City series, it's going to be difficult for them ever to be completely self-contained parts of the project. Very much, it's something that should be consumed as a series, because there's going to be different bits of different ideas sprinkling in all over the place, and I just don't think it's realistic to get it all done in one video. Otherwise, this video isn't going to be out for 2 weeks, and I kind of need to get the video out now because I want to get it out before the 1st of June videos, because then we've got loads more cool Lego City stuff coming. Oh, I love this hobby. It's great, isn't it? I am running out of space very, very quickly. 3 months ago, this was a bedroom, and now I'm already running out of space. That is alarming. But if you have enjoyed this video, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on it for me. Let me know your ideas and your feedback down in the comments. Am I just raving like a madman, or is what I'm planning going to work? I haven't got a clue yet. Let me know. Feedback always welcome. Subscribe to the channel, turn your notifications on so you don't miss the next one in this series, and of course all of the hunting for new Lego stuff that will be coming out over the next couple of weeks as well. And thank you very much for watching.